Hi everyone, Trisha Keel, Tomorrow's Key, back with news for you on what to do to prepare for the coming spring. Today is Mardi Gras, and we are looking at spring coming on Sunday, March 20th, the vernal equinox, when the days are equal to the nights. Yay, the days are getting longer and we have more sunlight, and it's time to get ready for the coming of the spring energy and the new beginnings. So, as much as you hate to hear it, I have got to break it to you that it's time to start cleaning everything, everywhere. You're going to have to go through every closet, every drawer, every cupboard. And you have to do this a little at a time. I have just done it myself as I moved. You may notice that the background is different. And I will say that as I moved, I created each room one space at a time, cleaning and clearing as I went, and it really made the whale eating project much easier to do it a bite at a time, as my mom so often says. It can be completely overwhelming to try to clean a vast space, especially by yourself, with so much to do. So break it down into one cupboard, one drawer, one closet, one cabinet, one flat space per hour, per day, if necessary, or one in the morning and one in the afternoon. You're going to have to look at your calendar. You're going to have to look at the whale you have to eat and break it down into bite-sized pieces. So you want this all done and in place before Sunday, March 20th. That leaves you, 11 days? Not long. So it's time to get after it if you haven't already been working on it. I encourage you to release any clothing or belongings that you don't love and use. If you have a very hard time doing this, there is a trick that I learned about setting up 3 boxes and a trash can. Box 1 is for giving away, box 2 is for donating, box 3 is for fixing, and box 4 is for trash. Let it go. So you'll discover very quickly that clothing or jewelry or knickknacks or books or whatever you have gangs on you, and soon you'll have so many of things that you're drowning in it. So because the nature likes to fill up an empty space, and you always want new fresh stuff and the new viewpoint, I encourage you to give yourself space so that new stuff can come in. Weed out those old clothes that you no longer wear. If you haven't worn them in 2 years or more, remember that you are no longer the same person you were 2 years ago. Every cell in your body has replaced itself. It used to be they thought it was once every 7 years. Now they have discovered it's every 2 years. Interestingly, you remember 2, 5, 7, 10 years ago, and there's not a cell in your body, in your brain, in your skeleton. Maybe if you have hair down to your waist, you've got hair that has cells that has been around longer than all the cells in your body that have replaced themselves, but that'd be about it. You remember that time. That's your energetic self that remembers. It's the physical self that needs the fresh viewpoint and the fresh food and the fresh influx of energy that comes with spring and the equinox that we have approaching. Excuse me. I want you to take each room one at a time, top to bottom, clean it, clear it, empty it of as much stuff as you can, clean and paint what needs to be painted, and spiff up as much as you can. Sweep out all the old dust and the old hairballs and tumbleweeds and dead bugs in the window screen cracks and everything that you can get rid of to bring in the fresh. So make space and make way, because 2011 is here. Thank you, heavens above. While you're doing your spring cleaning, I want you to air out your house. Open your windows and clean inside and out as best as you can. I know that sometimes you're high up off the ground and can't get to the outsides of the windows, but the best you can. Do whatever you can. If you have Venetian blinds or plantation blinds, get the fluffy things that clean those and suck out with a dust buster or a vacuum cleaner, or even blow out with a can of air all the dust and crud that gets into your window sills. And don't forget to dust the tops of picture frames and the backs of furniture. Move all your furniture and clean underneath it. Get really deep clean. In fact, go into any faucet that you've got and remove the strainer that is on the tip of the faucet. And do this with the drain closed or a plug in your sink, because there's going to be a lot of little pebbles in those screens. While you have the screen filter off and you're cleaning out all those little rocks, scrape off as much of the mineral buildup as you can. And if you can't get it clean enough for yourself, invest a couple of bucks and get a new one to freshen up the water that flows into your life. While the days are lengthening, and we will shortly be looking at daylight savings time returning, increase the amount of time you spend outside. If you've got kids or animals, you need to be outside a minimum of 20 minutes a day, and that's without sunscreen. I know all of the people who warn you don't ever step outside without sunscreen, but I will tell you that sunscreen will stop your body from translating the vitamin D into calcium that it needs to manifest strong bones, especially if you've got kids. For goodness sake, the light of the monitor on their computer and the TV screen for the Wii is not going to help them build a strong skeletal structure for them to grow into. Get them outside for at least 20 minutes, preferably an hour every day. Get yourself outside. Get some fresh air. I don't care if the snow is up to your hips, go outside. Bundle up. You know how to do it. I understand that there are places that are so unbelievably cold and drizzly and miserable that people actually go to tanning salons, and I can understand that. Do whatever you have to do. Get yourself some sunlight, even if you have to get yourself a grow light and sit underneath it. While you're outside, I want you to pay particular attention to your entrances. Sweep and clean all of your doors to your home. Get a bucket of soapy water and a scrub brush and really scrub down the door and the door frame and the threshold and the pathway to your front door. Get some brass polish or whatever it takes to clean up the hardware on your front door, and make sure that your doorbell rings and works, so that when opportunity doesn't knock, if it's ringing your doorbell, you will know and answer it. Wash all the windows to as high a gloss shine as you can get them, because that's your open view for the ability to see what's coming at you through space and time. You want to get a fresh doormat. If you've got a doormat that says go away, get rid of it and get one that says welcome, or one that's just plain black. But don't insult people that arrive at your front door. If you have old faded flags or banners or tattered and torn, you need to get a fresh one and a new one. If you have your old Christmas wreath still hanging on your door, let it go. Throw it away. Get a fresh new floral spring wreath or a bunch of tulips or something cute on your front door to attract attention, because you need attention, because where attention goes, energy flows. Energy equals money, growth, and expansion. So you got to have it to grow. You might as well make it beautiful while you're at it. Once everything is clean and everything is decorated for spring and to welcome the new return of the sunlight, I want you to take your salt, whether it's kosher salt, sea salt, rock salt, or the kitchen table salt shaker, and go draw a line of salt at the mouth of the driveway where your property meets the street, at the mouth of your front door where the threshold of the door touches the land that the house sits on. Same thing for the back door, the patio door, the garage door, the not the driveway door, the garage door. The garage door comes down and touches the cement. Put salt across there. Leave that salt in place for a day and a night. A day of sunlight and a night of moonlight. After that, you can sweep it away, wash it away with a hose, or you can just leave it there. It won't hurt anything, and it will actually slow down weed growth, so that's always a good thing. The point of the crystals of the salt is to purify all energy that enters into your home, so that only positive intentions will come your way, things that will benefit you. It's time to clear your crystals. Once again, take a bowl that is made of an earth material, not metal, excuse me, not plastic. It can be crystal, it can be china, it can be porcelain, it can be earthenware, it can be terracotta. It just cannot be like a pot. It cannot be metal. It needs to be earth. Put all your crystals. Now, crystals includes your jewelry, your diamonds, emeralds, rubies, but not crystals that are not translucent, not malachite, not amber. Although it's translucent, it's not really a crystal. It's petrified rosin. Don't put that in. Don't put turquoise or opals or pearls or other gems or semi-precious gems that are not actually crystals. You want to have any crystals that you have hanging in your home, the lusters hanging off of light fixtures, the little prisms, rectangular prisms are called lusters. You can't fit your entire chandelier in there, but you can certainly clean your chandeliers. But put everything in your earthenware dish and sprinkle it with salt, and then cover it with spring water, not purified water, not kitchen sink water, not distilled water, spring water, because spring water always seeks the light, and because this is spring. So then set it outside in the day, in the light for a day of sunlight and a night of moonlight, and the next day you can go outside and bring them in, wash them off, dry them off, put them back where they go. You do want to put this in a protected space. Do not put your gemstones on a front porch where people can just pick them up and take them. If you don't have a private area outside, then put them on a windowsill, on a bookshelf, somewhere inside where the light will shine on them. Finally, you want to renew your 9-star intentions, the steps of the 9-star blessing. If you have gone through one of those with me, or you have done one on your own, it is time to refresh those. And I want you to write them down. Mark your marks, your physical extension of your writing that goes down your hand, into your pen, onto the paper. That is sending your thought into material form. It will matter. It becomes material. If you just think it, it is as different and as insubstantial as the smell of a steak as compared to biting into a hot, sizzling, juicy steak. It's not going to be in your realm of reality. It's not going to manifest. You're just going to have a whiff. So write down what you would like to have, what is your intention for each of the 9 areas of the Bagua. And if you have a partner, then you need to include their intentions too. So sit down together and decide what it is the two of you want. Each of you sign each card. Decorate each card with runes or your own special marking or decoration or doodles or logos or stickers or whatever has meaning for you. And then follow the path of the 9-star blessing as you recite what it says on each of your cards aloud, and put them each in place. If you're in a multi-story home, it doesn't matter where, on which floor you put it on, just as long as each card is in that Bagua. And the Bagua duplicates on each story as you go up the same as the bottom floor. So you can infiltrate it through all 3 floors, or you can put it on 1 floor or 2 floors, or any which way you like. I'm in a 2-story home now, but I put all mine downstairs to set the foundation. Whatever reason you have is your reason, and it works for you. So I wish you the very best of time with your spring cleaning and energy clearing. If you have any questions, I invite you to write or email me. If you would like some assistance with your 9-star blessing, I would be more than happy to be of service to you. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Thank you for your time.